What's up everybody, welcome to Recipe or Disaster. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new recipe.
We're going to be taking a look at TwoPeasAndTheirPod's recipe for strawberry chocolate cake.
Yeah.
In our family I tend to be the baker while he's regularly the cooker.
And she is one heck of a baker, so she's going to be doing most of all of this. I'm just here for emotional support.
He's going to be my bowl holder.
Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And also hit that bell icon so you get all the videos.
There's going to be a lot of them.
So let's get baking. Ooh, bacon.
There's no bacon in this recipe. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees, which we've already done. You're also going to want to grease and flour your pans, so that way when the batter's ready, we can just throw it on in there. So in a bowl, which they call for a stand mixer, I don't have one of those, so we're going to use a hand mixer in a bowl. So first what you're going to do is go ahead and put 2 cups of granulated sugar into the bowl.
It's a lot of dang sugar.
It's going to be sweet. 1 3/4 cup of flour. 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa. Don't mess with my batter.
So
wing
How much?
So then you're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt.
Salty.
Yeah, just want to make sure it's all in there. Let me bake. Then you're going to go ahead and add 2 eggs. These ones are at room temperature.
I can maybe do this.
I'll give you one job.
My blender privileges have been revoked.
Then we're going to add 1 cup of whole milk and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil.
I was so close to substituting that with olive oil because we didn't have vegetable oil in the house. We don't use vegetable oil. It's all about the olive oil. But
please don't do that. It's vegetable oil for a reason. Olive oil will change the flavor. It's a different oil, different flavors.
And I didn't know it because I'm not the baker.
Then you're going to add your vanilla extract, which is 2 teaspoons.
Vanilla extract, baby.
Okay, whatever vanilla ice. We're doing a chocolate recipe, not vanilla. Then you're going to go ahead and beat on medium for about 2 minutes. So after that is all blended, nice creamy, chocolatey. It's so good. I love chocolate. You're going to go ahead and pour 2 cups of boiling water into the batter. Now when you do this, it is going to be really thin. That's normal, so you're good. Go ahead and blend again. Cake batter.
Cake batter.
So wing batter.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
So then you're going to go ahead and pour your batter evenly into the 2 cake pans. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and pop these in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes, or when you push a toothpick in, it comes out nice and clean. So we just pulled the cakes out of the oven. We let them cool for about 10 minutes and then flip them over onto a wire rack.
We don't have, professional wire racks, as probably most of you don't, unless you're avid bakers. We just pulled the bottom rack out from the oven and just flip those guys on there like that.
So now we're going to go ahead and get the frosting started. What we have is 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup of butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then we have some semi-sweet chocolate chips. That's 1 cup, melted and then cooled to room temperature. So first thing you're going to do is go ahead and put your butter into your bowl. These are also room temperature, not right out of the fridge. Then you're going to go ahead and take your mixer. You're going to beat the butter until it's soft and fluffy. So now that your powdered sugar is mixed well with the butter, you kind of have a buttercream frosting going on. We're going to go ahead and add in the vanilla, and then you're going to drizzle your room temperature but yet still melted chocolate into the frosting. So now that your chocolate's in their mixing bowl, you're going to go ahead and beat that again. Just beat it. So now our frosting's all mixed together. It is quite thick compared to frostings I'm used to, but it does taste really good. So that really is what matters. Next, we're gonna go ahead and make the ganache. So we are all set except for the ganache, which what we need to do is heat up 3/4 of heavy cream and just pour it over 3/4 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips.
Whew.
That cream is hot, so
Very
please
hot.
be careful. We need to let that sit for 30 seconds and then we'll stir it. So while that's sitting, we'll just go ahead and get our cake over here and set up. All right, so we are all cool here. So we're gonna start assembling the cake while that ganache is sitting. So you're just gonna pick a side that you wanna start with. We'll probably just do this one because it'll be easier for me. So the icing is now spread over the top. We just need to mix our chocolate chips in with our heavy cream that's warmed up to make the ganache. We're gonna go ahead and put some of these strawberries on the inside of our cake.
All right, the ganache is all good and ganache, so that's the thing.
Okay, so now that our cake is all layered together, we're gonna go ahead and pour the ganache over the top and try to spread it around and let it drip on the side. So we're gonna let our ganache sit for about 15 minutes and then we'll put our strawberries on and we'll be good to go. So the ganache is definitely thickened up a bit, which it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and add our strawberries. So it's all set and ready. We're gonna go ahead and cut us a slice and give it a taste.
Giving the wife the knife.
What a smart idea.
Oh. Okay.
The strawberries help a lot because the ganache has that semi-sweet chocolate. So it's not super sweet, but it's that fresh sweet.
All right, listen, I don't do sweets. I don't do them.
No.
This is so good. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculously good.
Maybe we should get some strawberry. Oh, it's so good with the strawberry. Now that I'm eating it, I don't feel like there's enough strawberry. Like I want more strawberries on it.
I'm getting that too.
Yeah, which I'm not a big strawberry fan. Like I don't eat strawberries a lot. But it's so good with this.
I need to stop.
If you're planning on having a party or something, you can definitely dress it up more than this is dressed up. You can get a nice serving platter, take a little bit more time. We don't really care about that, and our kids aren't gonna care about that. So we kind of just put it together. So when it comes to price, we'd probably put it somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
For a dessert, it's kind of pricey just because of the strawberries were in October. So October tends to have those high prices.
Right.
It would be really great right in the spring when strawberries are nice and fresh. You can get some at your local farmer's market, and the sweet strawberries would be amazing on this cake.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, if you guys are gonna go buy one of these at a store, then it would be to make this from scratch. However, the flavor and the depth of flavor is not gonna be there like it would be if you made it from scratch.
So when it comes to simplicity, I would say if you're a baker, it wouldn't be too extremely bad. It is a lot of steps with making the cake, then making the frosting, then making the ganache, then making sure you put it all together.
Right.
It takes steps, but you're able to do it if you know how to bake.
Right, definitely.
There are some things I would change just to make it a little easier. For instance, I don't see the point in putting flour in the cake pan. It's just like not a necessary step for me.
Right, because it's already greased with the oil, so I don't think you need a second layer of protection against the cake pan.
We could be wrong. I'm not a professional baker, so if one of you professional bakers out there know why that is done, I would really love to hear it.
All right, guys, that is it for today. We're gonna go ahead and call it as we see it. I really want to give this a big thumbs up because this is so delicious. And again, I'm not a sweet eater. I'm not big into sweets, but this is super delicious.
I am into sweets and so good. If you love chocolate, this is really great.
It's right up your alley.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Well, that's it for today. I hope you had a great time watching this. We had a great time making this. If you guys have a recipe you'd like us to try, go ahead and put it in the comments so we can check that out and maybe we'll pick yours. All right.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.